Good morning everyone, Gadget here for a new kind of video. It's my top 3. In this video, I'm going to talk about my top 3 Sony lenses. Let's get this started. Welcome back everyone, and if you haven't by now, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. We have a ton of great content on the way and you don't want to miss it. If you're into this digital imaging thing, you might want to hit that subscribe button and follow our journey. Now, with that shameless plug out of the way, let me get into this. I had this idea where I want to share a bit more of my preferences and really engage with you guys to see what you think. With Sony, they have a ton of lenses in their lineup. They really have bolstered their offering for the E mount. That being said, I have a bit of a philosophy around lenses. I can only take 3 with me, whether it's for photo or for video. I try to keep it down to just 3. So when it comes to Sony, which are the 3 that I choose? Well, I'm gonna tell you. The first one is the 16-35 f2.8, and yes, this is not the cheapest offering from Sony, but let me tell you, it's one of their most valued products they have for the E-mount. This lens is incredibly sharp and focuses really fast, and yes, it's a bit beefy. You're looking at 680 grams and an 82mm filter size, so there's definitely some hips on this thing, but let me tell you, using this, you have one of the most dynamic ranges when it comes to a zoom lens, but also something that's quite versatile. Whether it's for photo or for video, you can capture something that's really close to what the human eye sees, or go a little bit wider and have something that's a bit more dreamy or storied. What's great about this lens, it also has dust and water sealing on it, so it's going to be resistant to those elements. And it also has a function button on the lens. This is something that I really appreciated from their Sony lineup, where you can customize this to a specific feature. For example, if you want to quickly toggle eye detect autofocus, you can do that right on the lens. All in all, the 16-35 is something that I really enjoyed playing with when you're looking to create interesting and compelling B-roll, or you want to just capture some really enveloping landscape and architecture images. The 16-35 will not fail you. Next, and this is a bit of a jump, I'm going to the 85 1.8. This thing is a mighty beast in a really small package, something that's considerably smaller than the 16-35 I just talked about, but delivers some really knockout results. When filling out my Sony kit, this was one of the easiest decisions to make. You have something that's well under $1,000, but delivers fantastic portraits. What also impressed me is when I paired this with the Sony A7III, the resolving power didn't seem to suffer. I didn't have any major issues with vignetting and still was able to get these corner-to-corner sharp images that I could use for my clients. And despite its lower price tag, you still get dust and weather sealing built in, as well as a custom function button on this lens as well. If you happen to have a Sony E-mount camera and you're looking to get into portraiture, I will tell you the 85 f1.8 will not steer you wrong. It's a great investment and something that you'll see great results right off the bat. Last up on my list, and this is a bit of a crazy one, but it is my list. So I'm gonna tell you, it's the 135mm f1.8. And yes, it is up there in price. However, if you're making a living off of portrait and studio photography, it's hard to argue that there's a better offering for Sony E-mount. This thing produces immaculate images and gives you that compression that an 85 simply won't get to. It's a lens that gave jaw-dropping results. And like the other lenses I mentioned, this also has a custom function button, but it also has the ability to switch between a click and clickless aperture. So if you want to use this for video, for example, you get some of the benefits there. And while it might not be for everyone, if you are looking to impress your bride, your model, your clients, the 135 f1.8 is just up there in a special category of its own. And there you have it. Those are my top 3 Sony E-mount lenses. But more importantly, I want to know what your top 3 lenses are. So let me know in the comments below and let's carry on the conversation there. Again, my name's Gadget. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time.